Plaintiff Asia Stewart dated the defendant off and on for 3.5 years, and she says he cheated constantly. Asia claims as a result of the defendant's infidelities, he had 2 pregnancy scares with other women, and she's suing him today for car repairs and the cost of a car rental. Defendant Patrick Hollins says his relationship with Asia was tumultuous because she constantly accused him of cheating. Patrick insists during one of his pregnancy scares with another woman, he and Asia were on a break, and he believes Asia is suing him for more than he owes.
Start with you.
Well, I've been dating the defendant on and off for 3.5 years, and he is the king of double standards. He believes that if you're not going all the way with a woman, then that's not considered cheating. Although he's had 2 pregnancy scares since we've been together, so obviously he's doing something. And the fact of the matter is, if a guy even looks at me or compliments me or anything happens, it's World War III. For instance, I'm an aspiring singer and songwriter, and I took him to the studio with me before, and he got into it with my engineer because he complimented me on how well I was doing and how much he liked the song. Nothing sexual, nothing, over the top. And I go in the booth, and he's just arguing and had to be thrown out of my session. So it's okay when he does it, but it's not okay when I do it. So that's one of the main things that we've had. And then,
You want to give me some background on that? What do you say?
First and foremost, I do believe that not going all the way is not really cheating. If you don't kiss a woman or you're not, laying with a woman, then how are you actually cheating? You're just, conversing, having a conversation, having fun.
And where'd the baby scares come from?
Well, we'll get to that later. He just asked me a question, not you.
All right.
Okay.
Got his opinion on cheating. Go ahead.
Well, and the thing about it is that when things are good, they're good, and then when they're bad, they're horrible. And he feels like he can run off and do whatever he wants to do. I call it the May curse. Every single year since we've been together, every single May, I have bailed him out of one situation or another. The first year that we were together, I bailed him out of jail for burglary. That was $4,000. The second year we were together, I bailed him out for a suspended license, all in May. And then this past year, everything was going good. I'm like, Lord, thank you, like we're good. May 20th comes around and he crashes my car.
He doesn't work?
He hadn't. He just recently started working. Like I'll say, like this year has really been flowing.
When did you get $4,000 to bail him out?
Well, it's always around May, so that's right after income tax time. So it just so happened, I had some extra money saved away. And I try to keep, I have 2 kids, so I try to keep something in my savings account.
Did he pay you back?
No. No. Now, he was really helping me as far as supporting me with the kids. Like he was, watching them for me while I went to work. So he did save me a lot of money.
So that was babysitting fee.
Right, kind of. Well, sort of. A very hefty fee, I say.
Okay, all right. So you got any openings on that babysitting?
Well, actually, I do, Your Honor.
That's a pretty good fee.
You know what? I do now. I really do. But
pretty good fee. All right, tell me about the car repair.
So this happened on May 20th of this year. He was supposed to be picking me up from work. Lord knows where he was really at and where he was coming from, but he was supposed to be picking me up from work, and he got into a car accident with another driver. And I have photos here. My front.
Let's see him, please.
My front, the front part of my car was completely tore up.
All right, let me hear from you, sir.
Well, I dated Asia for 3.5 years, and yes, it was tumultuous. Yes, it was up and down, but
why?
There's reasoning behind all of it. First, she was accusing me of, cheating when I wasn't cheating. And I understand I've done things before. I understand I had wrongs before. Every man has. I mean, we're all men. But at the end of the day...
That's not true. Every man does.
So you never judge?
We're not talking about me. We're talking about you and every man. Don't question me. I'm the judge. I question you. Let's stick to your business that you want millions of people to know about. He is a cheater, ladies. A known, admitted cheater. And he thinks that all men cheat like he does. Now, let's continue.
I've made my mistakes, I should say, with women. And yes, we were on a break the time where one of my pregnancy scares came. We were together for 3.5 years. Now, everything was good in the beginning of the relationship, like any other relationship is, butterflies and Hallmark cards in the beginning until you get to that 1 year period, I should say, 1.5 year period. And things kind of started to progressively change and go backwards. And what I mean by that is, I'm not disrespectful at all, Your Honor. I understand we were in a relationship we were together, we were living together. So with us living together, I have to honor the fact of having a curfew.
Did you help pay rent while you all were living together?
Yeah, I did as much as I could, Your Honor.
As much as you could?
At the time, I wasn't.
Hold on, you think that's how all men are also?
No, sir, but
okay.
Before
so
that
you're
time,
an exception there.
Before that time, I had incurred my first felony. And
Think all men are like that?
No, sir.
Okay.
But it kind of blackballed me.
I'm just wondering, because you may be a little presumptuous about other men based on your experiences. So I'm just trying to understand how your mind works. Go ahead.
So it kind of blackballed me into the work market. You know, it's hard to get a job at companies that aren't felony friendly.
How far did you go in your schooling? Did you finish high school?
Oh, yes, sir. I finished high school.
Did you go to trade school or community college or university?
I did 3 months, let's say like 4 months of JUCO college.
Junior college? Why did you stop?
I got in trouble again around that time.
Why after trouble didn't you go back?
My mind wasn't there, sir. Like I said, I had other things on my plate.
That may have something to do with you not getting a job also.
Yes, sir, probably.
All right, because I had a felony on my record.
Yes, sir. Drugs, you did that. Jail, you've been there.
I didn't say anything about drugs. You've never heard me say anything about drugs. I didn't say anything about drugs. I never sold drugs.
Okay.
That was too easy.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right. You keep presuming people do what you do. Did you sell drugs? Did you sell drugs?
I'd rather not say that on camera.
And on that note, if you want to compare yourself to what I did, I overcame it and I went to school. When you going to do that? And I went and got a law degree. When you going to do that? Compare yourself to me. So me and you have nothing in common. So you need to stop that. We have nothing in common.
I've been dating the defendant on and off for 3.5 years, and he is the king of double standards. He believes that if you're not going all the way with a woman, then that's not considered cheating. Although he's had 2 pregnancy scares since we've been together, so obviously he's doing something.
Plaintiff Asia Stewart dated the defendant, and she claims while they were together, the defendant cheated and had 2 pregnancy scares with other women.
All right, what do you say about these car repairs?
Well, first off, I should have been on the insurance on the car anyway, considering that I borrowed the car on a constant basis. But around the time I was on my way to a client because I had started my own business, which is Barber on Wheels, where I go to the clients in which I cut. So I was getting off the expressway, and you know, in Illinois, if you hit somebody from behind, it's a false state, so it automatically holds me at fault. So I end up striking the car from behind because he cut me off driving erratic through traffic. So I hit him from behind, and at the time, I wasn't under the insurance. So me not being under insurance left me and her at the time to foot the bill of the cost of the repairs. So within that time, we had went through another snag where, I'll rewind, where we broke up. We went on a break for about, I say, a couple months, and I had ended up rekindling the old flame with the ex. We went out for drinks and hung out, and things led to another and went a little bit too far. You get what I'm saying? And 2 months after me and my ex slept together, me and Asia tried to rekindle our relationship. So then the ex-girlfriend gave me a phone call one day like, hey, how you doing? Like everything was fine. You get what I'm saying? Then she said, yeah, it's a possibility that you could be the father of my child. I'm pregnant. So I'm like, you know, my past comes back to haunt me one more time with this girl. And I think that's why she's here originally suing me today, because of the situation of her being bitter about me laying up with my ex and getting her pregnant and not her.
Or I just want my...
Why don't you think you should pay her for the damage that you did to her property?
Because I agreed in the beginning that I would pay half of the cost of the car repairs.
Why would you only, what do you mean you agreed? Why would you think you're only half responsible?
Because at the time we were together. So she said she
Married?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. So once again, why do you think you should only be responsible for half of the damage that cost her $4,000? By the way, that other $4,000 that she paid to get you out, did you ever pay that back?
No, sir.
Okay, so now we up to $8,000. And you don't think you should pay it. You think you should only pay half. You need to get yourself together. You sound like you have the potential to go to a university and finish. You speak so well. You speak better than many lawyers that I know. You start out with words such as tumultuous, and you continue.
And that's exactly how we got to this point, because I do see his potential. I do see that, you know, he's not just a regular schmo, but unfortunately, he really just does not.
Well, he probably talks slick to everybody, like he tried to talk slick to me, and I tore him apart.
And I thank you, Judge.
So you're talking slick to me.
And I have more.
Doc, I do this for a living for real. I ain't faking it. I do this for real. All right, ma'am, your judgment is $4,287 as long as you can show me that's what the repairs cost. He has no defense other than for some odd reason, he thinks that even though he caused all the damage, he should only pay you half when he hasn't even paid you the other $4,000 you gave of your kids' money to get him out of jail. Don't give your kids' money up to any man. Your kids want that money. You gonna tell them when it's time to go to college, Mama, I just need $4,000 more, and I can complete this whole semester. Have you ever had $4,000 extra, Mama?
No.
Yeah. What'd you do with it? I gave it to a man who was in and out of jail. You want to have to say that? So don't be giving your money to no man. Have a good day. Judging for the plaintiff.
Well, I really feel like I've done enough, you know, with watching the kids and things of that nature to even put you in the position you're in right now at the corporation you're in to make the money that you're making. So I feel like I've done a lot in your growth in life, honestly.
And I feel like you finally paid up for once, and this is exactly what you deserved, because at the end of the day, you've put me in several situations that have set me back. So yeah, you helped me with the kids. That might have got me forward for a second, but then you took me 10 steps back several times. So finally, you have accountability. You can take some accountability for your actions.
Say what you want.